Welcome back to part 5. First glimpse of the day with of Sam Yeomans, 125 Gas Gas. Sam choosing to ride the expert route over the weekend. Had a problem with his back brake. As you can hear, it's squeaking away there. But rode very solidly to take the win, actually beating the adult riders on the expert route as well. Incredible rider. It was good to see Sam and his family back at the Trials Park. Last time they rode with us was 2012. And we do hope to see him back again in the future. All the way from Ipswich, this is Trevor Cox riding the white route on his Gas Gas. Just having a couple of slack dabs there on the novice route. You can see the ability of the novices coming around that corner, just leaning in a little bit too much as he came around the corner, causing him to lose balance and take a couple of dabs. As an absolute extreme, we go from one end of novice to the very top end of world-class, pro-class riders. Jack Shepherd. Still on the same section, Tombstone. You can see the technique there from the side angle that I was filming. Really uses his legs a lot to get up these things. Very, very smooth rider, very economical. Just approaching the drop. Not much room to stop. As it started to rain on this lap, that drop became very interesting for a lot of the riders coming off there. Queue of section riders waiting to do the section. Jason Warren enjoying his trial sport days now, just retired from the world of enduro. He and his son got some gas gases and loving every second of it. And of course, if you don't know who this man is, the one and only Mr. Paul Davis, Cambridge Trial Centre. Everything's green. Paul riding his 300 Ossa, deciding to have a go at the white route on the day. Had a fabulous time, big smile on his face every single section. Really epitomised the spirit of the event that we run here. Back into the elite action, still on Tombstone. This is Andy Chilton. Not much room there for the front wheel before he hits the step. Lovely technique, lovely technique. The Tony Bow bounce with the front wheel and up he goes. Nice angle this to film. You can see just how awkward and technical this part of the section is. Great design from Nigel Allen on this section. Section that we haven't really altered that much from 2012. Andy now really riding up a level or two, riding extremely well. Had a couple of disappointing results early on in the World Championships, but he's put in a lot of training, a lot more commitment over the last few months, and it's starting to show, really pushing Jack Shepherd now on this lap. Oh my word, that really takes some doing, dropping down into that off the tree. Appreciation there from Tim Martin. Deck Bullock now. Slightly different camera angle. Team Roundhouse beater. Ably watched by his older brother Sam. Fantastic section this. Very nice. Technical. It's got everything in it. Of course, we're running under the stop allowed rules here at the East of England trial, but talking to Jack Shepherd after the trial, could you do it no stop? The answer was simply, yeah, of course you can. Could be done. Is he going to drop in off the back wheel like Andy? Or is he going to go for the safe option? just drop the front over. Yep, just dropping the front over. Off he goes to the exit of the section. Dom Feeks there on his crutches. Dom doing some filming. This year, obviously, everybody knows what's happened to Dom. Moving around a section. This section here, known as Big Hill, because it is a big hill. We're back with Andy Chilton, and you can see it's now started to rain. Just getting the bike positioned into the rut at the bottom. Very, very tight line at the bottom here. Very, very steep hill. Doesn't look much on camera here, but it really is quite steep. Just clipping the yellow marker there, losing his balance a bit, fighting for it at the end. He'll be annoyed about that. Alfie Ray Turner on his gas. Last few years that Alfie's ridden the trial with his father running after him. He's been on an electric bike, an Osset, now with a combustion engine, little gas. Loving every second of it. TJ, Tony Jones on his Yamaha. So again, going back a section, this is Stairway to Heaven. You can see the conditions underfoot now, just a bit wetter, a bit more grease carting up onto the rocks. TJ just pushing himself out there, really showing his class and wealth of experience there in riding the conditions of the course. Steve Lambeth, all the way up from the Hookwood territory. Always great to see Steve, a big supporter of our event. Wherever you'll find Steve, these two riders won't be too far behind, James Fry and Emma Bristow. James, of course, the winner of our first event here in 2012, second last year to Alex Wigg. As you can see, conditions now getting very, very interesting. Riders having to choose different gear, different technique, keeping it smooth on the throttle. Quite a few people remarking through the day, watching James ride, just how incredible he was at fighting for every single inch of the section to get through. We'll see you all in part 5.